Hi, and welcome to another episode of Learning with Line with PC Line 324. Today I'm going to continue the customizing my Ubuntu desktop series by showing you how to enable Compiz. Also install how to install the drivers for an NVIDIA graphics card. Um, if you've got an ATI card, the only thing I can tell you to do is to go to Synaptic Package Manager, do a search for ATI or ATI graphics or ATI drivers, anything of that nature, and install the drivers there. Or you can go to the menu under System Administration and Hardware Drivers and see which ones they find for you and enable or activate one of those. I don't have ATI cards, so that's about the best I can do as far as helping you out with installing those. If you do have NVIDIA drivers, I recommend that you do not by any means install the drivers that are inside of the Ubuntu repositories. They are fairly old now. They were old when shortly after 9.10 came out, they became old. I'm currently running 9.10, so I personally do not have those drivers. I'm going to show you a method that I used before. I don't use it now. I didn't use it the last time. Something happened to my system. I had to do a complete reinstall. I think one of my hard drives may be going bad. I'm still kind of having some problems, so I didn't use this method. But the first time I did use this method, it worked. I still use some of the techniques for this method, and they work. The first time I installed the NVIDIA drivers, when I got the system, I rebooted the system and my screen was black. My system was running, it just didn't know which graphics card, because I'm running SLI, I didn't know which graphics card the primary display was on. So I had to go and search for a answer, and I came to this thread inside of the Ubuntu forums. The link is posted over here in the description. Um, and I followed this guy Luxotech. I followed his guide here, and it worked. Um, I went to this link where it says follow the directions here. I opened that link. I did what that says. What it does is it tells you how to enable NVIDIA's very own repositories for Ubuntu. I did not reboot the system. It says right here, do not reboot. What you have to do is you have to create a xorg.conf file, which is an Xorg configuration file. By default, 9.10 does not have one. So you have to create one using nVidia xconfig. nVidia reads the configuration file to know, the nVidia driver reads the configuration file to know where your graphics card, graphics card your monitor is plugged into. Um, this particular guide does not show SLI enabled. Make sure you do this, because after this it still won't work. If you just do this part and reboot, it won't work. Make sure you do the sudo nvidia xconfig. After that, do not reboot. Run sudo gedit etc slash x11 slash xorg.conf. That'll open up your, in fact, I'll do it right now, but that'll open up the configuration file in gedit so you can edit it. I'm not doing the gksu part because I don't need to edit mine. Um, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to figure out first which which board your monitor is installed on, and somewhere in this forum somebody talks about how to do it. I can't remember how I did it, but somebody talks about how to do it, because your your graphics card may not be on PCI 5 colon 0 colon 0. It may be on PCI colon 5 colon 0 colon 1 or any other numbered slot. So you're gonna have to do that. Also, your monitor may not be called DFP0. Luckily for me, my stuff was. So all I really had to do was put this right over here in the device section, like he says. After that, make sure you put this on the screen section. Here's where mine is. I've got that connected monitor on there twice for some reason. I don't know why it's on there, but since it's saying the same thing, it's probably not doing anything wrong. I believe you can put any of these option statements. I think they can go anywhere in device section or screen section. But for enabling SLI, add this option multi GPU auto or option multi GPU on, O capital O, lowercase n inside of quotes, and then add SLI auto, or you can do SLI on. I'm not sure if you actually need the multi GPU part, but I know you need the SLI part. For the current driver, you need the SLI part, I do believe. Okay, don't quote me on that you need it. Put it in there just to be sure. And I think it already added that. After that, save it, restart it, cross your fingers, should come up. Once you got your drivers installed though, I'm not going to close that. Right click on your desktop, hit change desktop